Have you ever considered quitting your job? Have you ever started dreaming about spending more time with your family or traveling? Have you ever wondered if you could ever have more money at the end of the month than more month at the end of the money? Yeah, there are a lot of people out there that hype those things all the time. You see a lot of people with fancy cars and fancy planes and all of that. I'm just sitting out here in the middle of the country in a small office in my home telling you that avoid the hype. Look at something that's realistic for a change. I have a system that is being led by one of the master marketers of all time. And this is not a fly-by-night scenario. This is a gentleman that has been working in this marketing industry for many decades. But that's not the point. This is not about him. This is not about me. This is not about our team that's here to support you. This is totally about you. It's a rare opportunity. Yeah, I said rare. Because although you see all kinds of scams and all kinds of opportunities to buy this software or get involved with this network marketing company, and this is what's going to happen. That's not what we're here to show you. What we're here to show you is how success works within a network marketing company. We have the system. Our leader, Mike Klingler, that you're going to be introduced to in just a few minutes, has got a system set up. And all of this support is available to you. And through his team, we are able to help multiple hundreds of people do what he's doing and succeeding like he's succeeding. Yes, you can dream about quitting your job. You can dream about spending more time with your family. Or you can quit dreaming about those things. And you can start committing to accomplishing those things. Yes, they are doable. You can. You will. Take a listen to Mike. Get some detail. And then follow the link below. And see how simple it is to get started and how fruitful it will be for you to commit and move forward. Y'all have a fantastic day. Here's Mike.
Making a significant residual income that keeps coming in that totally changes your life is actually really simple, assuming you have the right ingredients in place. And we've talked about that. Timing, the company, there being a huge consumer demand for the actual product and not just the opportunity. All these things that we've talked about. But beyond that, you have to have a system that you follow. It needs to be simple. It needs to be duplicatable. Let's talk about where we're at with setting you up with this system to duplicate the incredible results that I've gotten. First, you have to get pre-enrollees. We've made it really simple to do with the 1-cent leads. We've talked about how if we see that those leads after a month or two aren't getting phenomenal results, we switch to something else. We're testing different leads all the time. Not a big deal. We're not emotionally attached. But right now, across the board, that's still getting phenomenal results. And so we stick with that. Now, it's just a bare minimum, guys. It's just an absolute bare minimum. We're going to ramp up in a bit, but we need to have the structure in place. And I'm going to share with you that structure and where we're at right now. Getting pre-enrollees is step one, and you should all be doing that right now. You should all be doing the 1-cent leads and getting some pre-enrollees in. Then you email those pre-enrollees, not rocket science. And you're going to be sending the same emails that I send out that get conversions. You're going to be sending the same emails that I send out that get conversions. The challenge is to know which emails that I have to send to which pre-enrollees. In other words, when someone comes in on a Friday, you send them a certain email. If they come in on a Thursday when it's the cutoff date, you might send them a different email. You need to know which emails I give you to send depending on what day of the week it is and depending on what's going on with that pre-enrollee. If a pre-enrollee has 3 people, maybe you didn't even sign them up, but somebody underneath you brought in 3 people in the team line, and you have pre-enrollees above them, there's a certain email that you send out to let them know that under that particular situation. Now, I've shared a lot of these emails, but they're not very well organized. You guys are at the top of this. You're here early. So I'm still putting the organization of all this in place. That's to your advantage, as opposed to coming in later after this is thousands of levels deep. We're already growing and building, and I'm putting time. I brought in 50 people again, 18 on my left leg and 30 on my right, and lots of others on the team are bringing people in. The sooner you're taking action and a part of this, the sooner you get to benefit from this massive growth. Like it's an advantage to be here early while I'm putting all this together. But I'm still organizing these emails. I obviously have all the emails. I've sent all the emails to my pre-enrollees for nearly every situation you could possibly imagine. That creates these conversions. They clearly work. And I'm just organizing that now and going to give them to you. Not rocket science. So step 1, you get pre-enrollees. Step 2, you email your pre-enrollees, and I'm giving you those emails. And right now I'm at the stage of organizing that better so you know which emails to send on what day and what situation. And then you're simply just plugging in new enrollments to the same system who start getting pre-enrollees and start emailing their pre-enrollees. And that's called duplication. And duplication is where the power is at in this business model. It's a lot of people doing a little and creating a compounding effect. Now, through this process, we bring in top producers. And in fact, I want to congratulate Trish Payne. She just enrolled in February, underneath a lot of you, by the way, and she's a top producer. She was on the leaderboard, top 10. She won one of the big company bonuses, I think $1,000 bonus, plus quite a bit of other income in the thousands her first month. So as we're doing this system, we're going to be attracting top producers like Trish, and a lot of you have Trish underneath you. That's a very big deal. And as you get your second leg going by duplicating the system, you will get top producers. I'm going to continue bringing in lots of top producers. I'm going to make sure Trish has lots of top producers. I'm going to make sure you guys have lots of top producers. I'm going to keep building this thing. We're just getting started, but you have to be contributing to it or you're going to get cut from that process. Sure, you might get a top producer in one leg, but we're going to cut you from getting it in the second leg if you're not doing your part. So make sure you're doing your part. You don't have to do that much to be able to do your part. The less you do, if you do the bare minimum, it's just going to take longer to get the momentum going in your second leg and start making that significant residual income. But if that's all you can do, then fantastic. Then down the road, you're going to have a significant residual income. But if you don't do anything, you're not going to get that second leg growing. We're going to cut you off from communication because you're not contributing to the team. You're not doing the auto orders. You're not setting a good example for the people that would follow you. Obviously, we'd have to cut you from the team and the communications. You're not going to have a second leg in momentum. Those of you who want to grow faster, we're going to start employing the level 2 methods. And even those of you in level 1, there'll be other methods I'm giving you to grow faster, but we need to get these things in place. Right now, as I said, I'm organizing the emails to send to pre-enrollees. I already have the emails, but it takes a lot of effort and time to organize them in a way where you know which ones to send at different times, and I have to reword them slightly so that they work for you. They're basically the same email, but I can't say I if I'm talking, if I'm referencing something really specific to, like some stats that I have. You would say, my business partner Mike or something like that. And I'm changing the emails for you so that you don't have to even think in giving those emails. That's where we're at right now. But I mean, this is not rocket science, guys, and you're at the beginning. So remember, there's these different methods over here on the right to build the legs. If you're in level 1, right now we're doing, the 1 cent leads I consider solo ads. It's a little bit different, but I mentioned when I talked about this before that I just call them solo ads because they're stupid simple to do. You're just sending out some emails and you don't get massive results. It's not really scalable, but it's powerful as a first step because it's so easy for everybody to duplicate. But we're also going to be doing YouTube and other stuff in level 1. You can already start getting posts if you want to share in Facebook from the other upline groups that we've introduced you to. But I'm going to be giving you YouTube content. I've already kind of started doing that, but I'm going to organize it better. So there'll be things in level 1 that you can still do on top of the solo ads, on top of the 1 cent leads that you started to do. If that's all you're doing is the bare minimum, you will grow. It will just take more time. And then you can ramp up at any time to go to level 2, which is where we're going to start doing some serious ads. And those of you in level 2, we're going to get to this as soon as we have the pre-enrollee emails organized, because we don't want to generate a ton of pre-enrollees and have you guys not know what to email them, or have you guys asking me, now which one do I send on Friday versus Thursday? Like, I can't answer all those questions all the time. So that's what I'm organizing now. And then, of course, those of you in level 3, the predictable cash flow formula, that's where you really ramp up and it gets insane. And some of you will graduate into that. Some people have already graduated into that. It takes a little longer to set up, but that's how I get these crazy results. Just remember to do your part. If you're in level 1, you need to be at director level, doing 40 BV or PV a month on auto order. If you're not, the team pulls you out and you start risking losing connection to us permanently. It's just not worth the risk. I mean, can you get back in? Probably, but there'll be a point in time where we will say no. And we're getting close to that point. Like, if you're not, we need to make sure that the people that follow through are rewarded. And also we found that people that are like constantly doing that to us, they just end up taking so much time to administer and answer their questions, and they just don't ever do anything. So we're really looking for people that get how simple this is and are following through. Level 2, be it executive, doing 90 BV, BV, PV, I use those interchangeably, 90 PV on auto order. And of course, those are the pro level. You're in Profit Platform or Ambassador, you're staying active there. And that's it. It's really, really simple. Then you need to be contributing. And we've got those, as long as you're contributing in some way, it could be as simple as those 1 cent leads, and you're contributing. Then you can ramp up if you want to ramp up as we start to do that. So again, to remind you how simple this is, you get pre-enrollees, and we all gave you a simple step that you could start employing right now with those 1 cent leads that are extraordinarily inexpensive, 30 bucks a month to start getting pre-enrollees, and a lot of you have. The second step is to email those pre-enrollees. And some of you have 10 pre-enrollees right now, and maybe those pre-enrollees, a lot of them aren't even opening the email. I'll do a lot of training on that later, but right now you just want to get more pre-enrollees. You want to get up to like 100 or 200 pre-enrollees. That's when life changes. And right now you're just getting started. You can't expect to be generating a significant full-time residual income doing how little you've already done. Like, think about that. Like, it's already going to be ridiculous how little you'll have to do. But let's not make it like fairy tale impossible. Think about that. What you've already done, if you were already making even anything of a residual income that was substantial, imagine that would be stupid, nuts. It's just impossible. It's already going to be ridiculous how easy we made it. But be realistic. If you have 10, 15, 20, 5, 3 pre-enrollees right now, of course you want more. Of course you want me to give you all my goods right now, but we're not ready for that. We're almost there, but I need to organize the emails you send to the pre-enrollees so you know which ones to send on what days. We'll be there soon, guys. This is what it's like to be at the top of something great. And then you just plug your new enrollments in. It's really, really simple. It's really, really simple. Remember, if you are in doubt, I got 214 enrollments on the top of the Hempworx leaderboard in December. Here in February, I was also at the top of the leaderboard. I don't know, I wasn't number 1, but I was focusing on building the system, not on marketing in January. I think I was, I don't know, in the teens. I don't know where I was, but I was still at the top. There's nothing here to question the validity and the credibility of this system that I'm giving you and the marketing that I'm giving you. So, you just need to work through, you just need to be realistic about the process of it unfolding and do your part. February here, I was 3rd. I think the other 2 purchased products, which is fine. I think they're in Africa, and so someone had mentioned it's harder for them to get the products there, so it would make sense for them to purchase. The point is, whether that was true or not, whether I was in the number 1 position by actual production or number 3, if I was number 3, it doesn't matter. Like, it proves the system works if we still need to even do that. And then again, I want to point out Patricia Payne, she goes by Trish. She just enrolled in February, guys, and she's already number 10 on the leaderboard. She won that $1,000 bonus that they offered for February, plus the thousands that she made from her own marketing. From building. Her first month, she's an example of a top producer. She's not the only one on our team that I would consider a top producer. But her first month's results are worth applauding and also really underscore what I'm sharing with you, that we will continue with this system to attract lots and lots and hundreds of top producers as we go forward. Because we're not even fully cranking at all. Like, we're just getting it in place. So it's so important to understand when you're creating a significant residual income, life-changing residual income, like, it's not ever going to get easier than this. There's a process. Like, if you have a seed, which I would consider the Hempworx My Daily Choice opportunity as being an incredible seed, because most of them aren't. We talked about why it is, but it's just a seed. Then you have to put it in the ground, and you have to put it in moist soil, and make sure the temperature's okay and everything. Like, that's what we're doing right now. Again, very, very simple process, but you have to contribute to that process or you're not going to end up with two legs. I've had some people sign up at 0 business volume. Yeah, they might have a leg growing underneath them, but we're going to do everything we can to not let them build a second leg with our help. Sure, they might be able to do little stuff like the 1-cent leads or what have you, but it's not going to expand from there. The people aren't going to duplicate success. Guys, you're taking a huge, huge risk with your relationship with us and with what you have a hold of here being fulfilled if you're not just doing your small part to contribute to the team. It should go without saying, but a lot of people, they just don't understand that. And you need to have that conversation with people you're working with as well. Like, if they're not on auto order, these kinds of things, it's a real big risk for a number of reasons. Again, real simple duplication, guys. Get pre-enrollees. If you've started with this 1-cent leads, then you're doing that. Email your pre-enrollees. I've given you emails. I'm working on organizing those so you can send exactly what I send, when I send them, to who I send them to. When somebody has someone jumping them in the team line, you send them a different message on Sunday than you would if it's Thursday. There's lots of little details, but I'm giving you the exact emails to send. We've already established they work. I just need to organize them better so it's easier for you. Then we'll be ready to ramp up. Now, once someone signs up, you just plug them into the same process, guys. Super, super easy. Okay, so let me show you something really quick. So this is where you go. Step 1, start getting pre-enrollees, and step 2. And then in that process, I also give you the emails that you send to your pre-enrollees. But then you also want to set up your own system. And this whole page walks you through that. So you can have pages like this. Like, for example, you can have a page just like this, and when someone clicks to buy the leads, you're going to get double the leads because you referred them, and it's all built in. And there's more income producing opportunities in this as well. And then, of course, when you go to step 3, you're also setting up a lead capture page like this, which when we email our pre-enrollees, we're sending them into here. But start with step 1. Get the 1-cent leads, then go to step 2, start emailing the leads with the emails I give you, and I have those ready where you send emails. I show you what to send to them, start getting pre-enrollees. At least start that, and then what I'm organizing now, I'll be done in a day or two, is the emails you send to the pre-enrollees. I've given those to you, but again, I need to organize them better so you know exactly what to send when without any question. And then we ramp up. That's where we're at. It's really, really simple. All right, guys. I had planned to do a webinar on Monday, inviting the new people in, those that just joined. So welcome, guys. I'm not going to actually do that call tomorrow because I want to finish what I just said. I want to finish organizing these emails that you send to the pre-enrollees to duplicate the success that I'm having. And then I'll announce when we'll have the next webinar. All right, I'll see you.